this week's Saturday Insight, alright? So I pulled a victim versus victor card, and the card that fell out was a victim. Now, the situation that I picked up on is one where there's no contact, and there is also murky waters due to the no contact. So the question is how, like, the way we're viewing the situation is like we're victims because it's like we are putting the power in the other person's hands. Like, they get to pick when things move in the relationship again. Power in the other party. My light is doing a light change. So because we're putting the power in the other party, we don't feel like we have any control over the situation, and that's where we feel like the victim. And in reality, we do have control because seeing as that person is leaving us high and dry, putting us on the back burner and allowing us to do whatever we want, because there's no contact, we have no indicators of what we can and cannot do. At this point, you're basically free to do whatever you want until they come back, until and if they come back. And at that point, the choice is yours what to do. But until then, it's free reign. Keep that in mind. Okay, so now on to the second part, the scripture card part. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my triple tears, please come forward and share. What is the scripture card that will help this situation best? And we got two actually. So the first one that I pulled was book of Matthew, book 6, verse 22, right? And this card says, "The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light." Okay. And the second card is John, book 4, verse 48, which says, "Unless you people see signs and wonders," Jesus told him, "you will never believe." Interesting. Alright, so if your eyes are the lamp of your body, if your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. So, first and foremost, okay, so this is very interesting. Now, the eyes are the way I perceive this. Your eyes are the things, are your lenses, are the thing through which you see, right? But what is the thing that translates all that you see? Your brain. Okay. So, unless you people see signs and wonders through your eyes, Jesus told him, you will never believe. So, if your eyes are not open, if your eyes do not see, if your eyes do not capture what is happening in front of you, your mind cannot translate the information to actually believe it to be fact. So not only must you see, but you must have the knowledge to, this is some powerful shit, you must have the knowledge to decode the information that you are getting, okay? So it's like as if your computer just got a text message or there's an article on your computer screen that it cannot decipher. So what happens? You don't see clear text. You don't understand what is being written on the screen because you can't translate it. Even easier is if you don't understand a language. Can you read it and understand what it says? No, you can't, because you don't have the information. You don't have the know-how. So how in the world can people who do not have the viewpoint, the perspective of seeing miracles happen in front of their eyes, know that a miracle is actually happening in front of their eyes? Right? And this is the difference between someone who can see the tree through the leaves, or the leaves through the tree. Someone who needs a little perspective shift to be able to see that what is currently happening in their life is not actually what is happening. Or should I say, is not the only thing that is happening. You need to be able to see farther. Like, see this from a how should I say this? To see this through depth of vision. Okay, if you see a seed through depth of vision, what do you see? You see the fruit of that seed, or you see a tree that bears the fruit of that tree, which is another seed, which is trees, which is a forest, which is people being fed, which is all those things. So you need to be able to not just see what is in front of you, you need to be able to see farther ahead. That's why they say that you need to be 10 steps ahead. There's something on my arm which is grabbing my attention. So if we read these two together, so the eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. Now, this is partly true, so yes, it is important I say it's partly true because if your eyes are healthy, yes, you capture the information that you need to see. But for it to then be translated from your mind, for you to actually comprehend what is happening, you need to have the know-how, the mindset, the knowledge bank to be able to decipher the information. So this is partly true. Not only do your eyes need to be healthy, but your mind needs to be up to date. Okay? Just like any computer, if your computer is not updated on its software, okay, but software stuff, you won't be able to translate the entire, understand all the things that are on your computer at all times. So that's one. Now for John book 4 verse 48, we got, unless you people see signs and wonders, Jesus told him, you will never believe. And this goes hand in hand with this, because this says if your eyes see, the only way that you will feel whole and feel full of light, alright, is if your eyes see the wonders that are happening in front of you. And this card says the only way you will see the signs that your eyes are perceiving is if you believe in Jesus. Now, the if you believe in Jesus bit is being able to see farther ahead, is being able to see 10 steps ahead, is to be able to see the forest from the seed, okay? Or is to be able to see the lake from a raindrop. seeing farther ahead, right? It's that you need to be able to like project and foresee stuff. Imagination is super critical at this point, okay? So what I want you guys to think about is, where are your projection abilities and how can you utilize that to create the future you want? Ponder that.